Hi students, okay, welcome to you to the class today. And here on, I know you have shown interest to the class, and I very much also excited and motivated by you. And here is another problem I am going to discuss over the maxima and minima, and one of the important concept of application of derivative, right? And here is one of the word problem, and I am going to discuss for you. Uh, okay, let us see. I hope you will understand it and you will watch it again and again and you will practice it. Okay, and you will also follow the similar kind of problems and based on the concept. Okay, let us start today. Okay, and here is the problem in front of you. So that the semi-vertical angle of a right circular cone of a given surface area and with maximum volume is sine inverse of 1 upon 3. Here we are going to prove a right circular cone is given. The right circular cone is given. Here, this is the center of the base of the circle, base of the cone, and this is the height. This is the radius of the cone, this is the altitude, and this is the slanting height, and this is the semi-vertical angle, this theta. Okay, this is the semi-vertical angle. Since this is the height, and this angle will be 90 degree, right? Okay, okay. Let us state. So here given the all of you know the right circular cone. The surface area of right circular cone, let us write the surface area of the right circular cone surface area, suppose capital S is equal to base area. Base area is what? Plus curved surface area. Okay, it has two surfaces. The right circular cone has two surfaces. One is the curved surface area, another one base area. Okay, and here the surface area S is equal to pi r L plus base area pi r square. Okay, understand? And L is the slanting height. Okay, let us see. S is equal to pi r L plus pi r square. Can I write pi r L is equal to S minus pi r square? It's okay. And find out the value of L. L is the slanting height. S is equal to pi r square by pi r. So this is the slanting height of the cone. Okay, understand? Okay. So what is the volume of the cone? The volume of the cone B is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. So volume of the cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Okay, understand? So you see here now squaring on both sides. So squaring on both sides the v square, after squaring on both sides v square, it will be 1 upon 9, 3 to square 9, pi square, r square whole square is r to the power 4 and h square. It's okay? Understand? Okay. So that implies the v square is equal to 1 by 9 pi square r to the power 4. H square means what? H square means what? Since it is a right angle triangle, so h square is equal to L square minus r square. H square is equal to L square minus r square, right? So in place of h square can be written L square minus r square. It's okay? Understand? Okay. Now you see the b square is equal to 1 by 9 pi square r to the power 4 L square minus r square. It's okay? Okay. Then you see that implies v square is equal to 1 by 9 pi square r to the power 4, okay, and L square. Now what is the value of L here? Replace the value of L and s minus pi r square by pi r, right? So in place of L, write s minus pi r square by pi r whole square minus. So here L square, in place of L we use the value minus r square. Minus r square, you have to write here minus r square. Okay. So it's understood up to this. Is it clear? Let's see the surface area of the right circular cone, and is equal to S is equal to cos surface area plus base area. S is equal to pi r L plus pi r square. Now pi r L is equal to S minus pi r square after transposing, and L is equal to S minus pi r square by pi r. Now the volume of the cone, right circular cone, is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Now squaring on both sides, b square is equal to 1 by 9 pi square r to the power 4 h square. Now b square is equal to 1 by 9 pi square r to the power 4. In place of L, here the value of L has been replaced of s minus pi r square by pi r, using the value here s minus pi r square by pi r whole square minus r square. Okay, this much. Let's. Is it clear? Okay, note down. Next you see, you see now. Volume is, let the volume is a function of the radius. Let the volume is a function of radius. Zr is equal to, okay, b square is equal to 1 upon 9 pi square r to the power 4. Okay. Now you apply s minus pi r square whole square. S minus pi r square whole square divided by pi square r square minus r square. Okay. So that implies Zr is equal to 1 upon 9 pi square r to the power 4. Now you apply s minus pi r whole square. This is s. If you take the LCM also here, this is pi square r square, right? So s minus pi r square whole square, you write, expand, s square plus pi square r to the power 4 minus 2s pi r square minus this r pi square r square will be multiplied, and it will be pi square r to the power 4. It's okay. It's okay, right? Okay. So that implies Zr is equal to 1 by 9 pi square. Now you see now. Pi square we can cancel. Here r square, 1 r square will be r square. So r square. Okay, see now, plus pi r square plus pi square r to the power 4 minus pi square r to the power 4, you can cancel here. So now this r square will be, no, write down that this s square minus 2s pi r square. It's okay. Understand? So after that, let us see the Zr is equal to 1 upon 9. Can you multiply this r square here? So s square r square minus 2s pi r to the power 4. This is the function of the, this is the Zr is a function of the volume, which 1 by 9 s square r square minus 2s pi r square. Right. Now let us find the derivative. We have to find out the derivative. First order derivative dz by dr. Find the differentiation of z with respect to r. So whenever find that, it will be 1 by 9. And s, what will happen if you r square derivative 2r? So this is 2a square r minus, here r to the power 4 derivative 3, 4 into 2, 8 s pi r cube, right? Right? Okay. This is 4 to the 8, 8 s pi r cube. Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay. After that, you see, this is the equation number, suppose 3. It's okay. Then you find the second order derivative. Second derivative, d square z by d r square is 1 by 9. Again you see what? Derivative of r is 1, so it is 2 square minus 3 8 is 24 s pi r square. Right? This is the equation number 4. Is it clear? Is it clear, students? So now you have to find out the critical point. Before, to find the maximum and minima, and you have to find out the critical point. And what is critical point? Critical point is a point where the function may attain the maxima or minima of the function attain maximum and minima. Right? Okay. So dz by dr is equal to first order derivative. We have to equate the dz by dr by 0. Okay, to find the critical point. Okay, let's write here. Now let's see. Now for the critical point, what do you know? The dz by dr is equal to 0. So that implies a square r minus a square r minus 2s pi r to the power 4. Yes or no? This is power is 4 is equal to 0. Right? So that implies, can you write s r common? S r common. It is s minus, what happened here? S minus I think it is mistaken. Sorry, students. Okay, sorry. You have to dz by dr. Dz by dr is 1 by 9. 2s square r minus 8s pi r. Okay, you have to write this one. Okay. Mistaken. So 1 by 9, 2a square r minus 8s pi r cube. This is the first order derivative, the value, and we have to equate 0. Not this one. Okay. Then after that, what happened? You see 1 by 9, 2s r will be common into, after that it will be s minus 4 pi r square is equal to 0. Right? Understand? It's okay. Now let us see. It's okay. So 1 by 9, 2s r. Okay. Now it will be this point you write here. So that implies s minus 4 pi r square is equal to 0. That implies s is equal to 4 pi r square. Okay, this is equation number 5. Now s is equal to 4 pi r square. This is the critical point, and you have to s is equal to 4 pi r square. Now put the values of s in the second derivative in the equation number 4. In the equation number 4. Okay. Now let's see. dz square d square z divided by der square is equal to 1 by 9. You see 2a square minus the 24. What is the value of s? 24. Can written what? You see now 24, it will be 24 can written 6 into 6s into 4 pi r square. Can written also? Yes or no? 24 can be factorized into 6 into 4. Okay. And 6 for the 24 s pi r square. Okay. So that is equal to 1 by 9 2a square minus 6s and 4 pi r square. What is the value of 4 pi r square? We get s. Now in place of 4 pi r square, write down s, right? So that implies 1 by 9 2a square minus 6a square. And it what? The value will be 1 by 9 into minus 4a square. And the value is negative. That implies the second derivative d square z by dr square is less than 0. And you know if the second derivative value is less than 0, then what happens? The volume will be maximum. That means the volume of the cone is maximum. The volume of the cone is maximum. Okay, and when the surface area is 4 pi r square, the volume attains maximum volume. The surface area, the right circular cone has the maximum volume, right? Okay, note down this one, all of you. Is it clear now? Maximum volume. Let's see. Okay, so and when the so s is equal to, so the volume attained, the volume of the surface area is maximum at s is equal to 4 pi r square. At so volume of the cone is maximum at s is equal to 4 pi surface r square. Okay, which is the critical point of the function, right? Okay, understand? Okay, let us note down. Noted all of you. Shall I proceed? Okay, thank you. Let's see. Now you see. Now let's see. We already saw here the right circular cone. This is the right circular cone. This is the center. This is the radius. This is the height, and the slanting height, and this is the semi-vertical angle. So what we got? The surface area we got pi r l plus pi r square. The surface area already we got, and this surface area value is equal to 4 pi r square. We already got. Okay, so that implies pi r l is equal to 4 pi r square minus pi r square. Yes or no? So that implies pi r l is equal to 3 pi r square. 4 pi r square minus pi r square, 3 pi r square. So pi cancel, r square cancel. That implies l is equal to 3r. L is equal to 3r. If l is equal to 3r, then l by r is equal to 3. If l by r is equal to 3, then r by l is reciprocal of 3 is 1 by 3. Now you see the right angle triangle. It is right angle triangle. This is right angle triangle. This is right angle triangle. So in right triangle, sin theta is equal to how much? P by h. So P is r by l, So that implies sin theta is equal to r by l value 1 by 3. That implies theta is equal to sin inverse of 1 upon 3. Okay, so here saying that the already proved the semi-vertical angle of a right circular cone is sin inverse of 1 by 3. Okay, and when the volume is maximum with a given surface area. And this is what we are going to prove. Already we got here now the semi-vertical angle of the right circular cone is theta is equal to sine inverse of 1 by 3. Okay, our given surface area when the right circular cone attains the maximum volume. Okay, students, all of you, is it clear, all of you? Okay, and you try to solve the different kind of word problem based on the concept of maximum and minima. Okay, and also practice again and again. I hope and you will understand it. Okay, if any doubt you may ask also. Thank you. See you again. Bye, students.